Dan Illman, Mike Beer kicking off the stakes action at Saratoga on Sunday with race number 3, the $100,000 John Morrissey Stakes going 6.5 furlongs for New York breds. This race was scheduled earlier in the meet. The wet weather forced the postponement. Here we are back on Sunday. It's one of several stakes races on the card. Play the card with the DRF Bets account. Again, we'd love to have you sign up, use the promo code HELLO. Here's the field for the John Morrissey. There's some hard-hitting New York breds in this race, but I want to start with the number 4, Build to Suit, who has won 3 out of his last 4 starts for Chad Brown and has only raced once since October of 2017. But if you're worried about the layoff, I wouldn't be too worried about it. The last time this horse ran, it was over a year-and-a-half layoff, and he only won by 6 with a 101 Beyer speed figure. Now he has to come off a 7.5-month freshening. I guess if he runs that 101, no one is touching him. I want to see him do it again.
I do too, but I'm afraid of him. That's for sure. He's got talent, this horse, and he did run a big race last time. He wasn't, facing horses like this. This is a much tougher spot, but he did run a big race last time. It's interesting because he was off for so long, and he came back and ran that race. So you feel like, all right, well, the layoff should be no problem for him. But isn't it even worse that he ran that one race, and now it's been another 190 days? It just feels like everything's not right with this horse. But obviously, he runs that race back. He's tough.
Surprisingly, there doesn't appear to be a lot of speed in this race. Timeform US has it a blue bar scenario, which favors horses on or near the lead. And they have I Love Lulu expected to make the top. And that's not a surprise because I Love Lulu does have a good amount of early speed. The horse has also been in the exacta 23 of 51 starts for Jason Service. He loves a wet track. And it's worth noting that he's 3 for 31 on fast going, 8 for 19 on dry. But he's a hard hitter, and if you give him an inch, he could take 6.5 furlongs on the lead.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he has that kind of speed that where if he makes the front, he's always tough to get by. He is better on a wet track, but he runs his figures on fast dirt as well. So I don't know how much of a move up he is on a wet track, but he certainly appreciates that kind of going. He's just a logical kind of main contender in this race. I don't love him in here, but he makes a ton of sense.
We're huge fans of the one T Loves a Fight. Great claim. Took this horse for $10,000. He's won 3 in a row. Now going to get an opportunity in the stakes ranks. Listen, this horse was a stakes horse back as a 3-year-old in 2017, and it looks like he's getting back to that form. He also is versatile from a running style, but he needs a Beyer boost because these are some toughies.
Yeah, they're stepping him back up here. We'll see if he handles it. He is the kind of horse, though, who, as you point out, he was a stakes horse early on. He's gone in and out of form a couple of different times in his career, but he's back in form now for this new trainer. He's run 3 really nice races in a row, and he's versatile. There are things to like. This is just a much tougher race than the ones he's been running in.
Celtic Chaos is a nice horse that might be compromised by the lack of pace in this race, because if there's one thing we know about him, he likes to drop back and make one run in these sprints, but he is trained by Brad Cox, and here is a formulator fact. Past 4 years, horses aged 3 and up, last out winners, dirt sprints, 2 to 4 month layoffs, 7 for 15, 12 for 15 on the board, $3.15 ROI. The pace concerns me with this horse, the lack of pace.
Yeah, because he really needs it. He's a one-run closer, and he caught a big pace last time against a couple of turf horses going fast in front of him, and he ran him down with a triple-digit Beyer. He's another horse who also likes a wet track, too, so that's something to keep an eye out for. Listen, if it sets up, you'll know him at the end of this race. I just don't know if it's going to set up great for him.
Is Vincento a sprinter? I trust Linda Rice. This horse has been in very good form. Rudy got him in good form. Linda claimed him for 40, got him on the lead last time out at Saratoga, got a really nice ride from Jose Ortiz in that 9 furlong race. We generally like cutbacks at 7, and this horse has shown an ability to come from off the pace.
Yeah.
But do you think he is a sprinter at heart?
I mean, I really don't. I think he wants to maybe go a little longer than this. It's interesting, though, that he's in here because he wasn't originally entered in this race when they drew it last week or the week before. And Linda decided to enter him now that she's had more time. I don't know if he wants to sprint in, and he got away with murder last time off the claim, just sort of walking on a rated pace and holding on. I just think he's in too tough against horses like this sprinting.
The 5 Saratoga Giro, honest as the day is long, 20 of 31 in the exacta, with 10 of those races being victories. Done most of his damage at Finger Lakes, however. I do like his tactical speed. I think he can be close to this pace. I do wonder if it's a bit tough for him at this point in his career.
Yeah, I could use him underneath, I think. I don't think he can. I don't really see him beating this field, but I'll tell you what, he's run plenty of good races, this horse.
We both landed on the 6, Gold for the King, as we take a look at our selections. Gold for the King was 4th in this race last year. He has been a solid New York bred stakes competitor for a while, and he's been doing okay in graded stakes races recently. I thought his Toboggan was good as the beaten favorite. Last time out in the True North, he wasn't beating Catalina Cruiser. He certainly wasn't beating him after he got to the outside in the stretch. That was, again, the weekend where you wanted to be close to the pace. But I didn't think he quit in the True North. I thought that was a good race. He can be close to the pace. He fits well from this class perspective, and I like to switch back to Joel Rosario.
I like all those things too. I think what I like more about him than anything else is obviously if he just runs his best race, he's just really tough on these horses. He's a little inconsistent. You don't always get his best race, but when you get it, he's really good. And as you already mentioned, there's not a ton of pace in here, and he has speed. He can be close if they don't go fast. And I just think he's going to get a great trip in this race.
6-4-2-7 for me. Give me numbers.
I went with Gold for the King on top, the 6 over the 4. I'm afraid of Build the Suit. I just don't really want to bet him at a short price. And I threw I Love Lulu in for 3rd.
Race number 3 at Saratoga is the $100,000 John Morrissey Stakes. Remember to play it with your new DRF Bets account. Sign up. Use the promo code HELLO. And approximate post time for the John Morrissey, 2:10 Eastern. Good luck.